What's up, Facebook? Destination. Okay, let me see what's this. Okay, I'm not streaming on Instagram. Here I am. Okay, whatever. All right, today I want to talk about something. I went yesterday to a high school in Alamo, and they were giving a crypto class to the students there. It's kind of a this is the first time I've ever seen that, like here in the Rio Grande Valley. Like somebody's teaching high school kids how to interact with the digital world. It's pretty cool, the cryptocurrency world specifically. But I want to talk about today is the concept of the global citizen. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because this is going to happen in our lifetime, like in the next 10 years, in the next 5 years. And the reason why is going to be cool because literally the global citizen can travel anywhere with a passport and a wallet, so you can go anywhere and trade currency for whatever. So you got to think about this, like understand the digital revolution that we have been going through since the 1960s. So the birth of the internet was from 1960 to the 1990s, and this happened and it sparked so many different crazy things that's coming up in the future, like from the birth of the internet 1960 to 1990. Then the rise of digital payments, which happened in the late 90s and the early 2000s. So you can see a projection right here. And then the emergence of social media, which happened in the mid 2000s. So you see we're transitioning into a digital world slowly, slowly. It's taking us quite a bit of time, but the point is we are getting there, and we are getting there pretty fast now because of the advancements of like AI. So you got to really think about like the digital evolution timeline is the internet, then the rise of digital payments in the late 90s, early 2000s, like with PayPal, and then the emergence of social media. And then social media, there's like a few game changers in it, like which is Facebook, Meta, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, Google. Like these are all social media platforms here. And then you got to think about when cryptocurrency started. The Bitcoin was birthed in 2008 and 2009, whatever, to the present. And then in 2011 to 2013, all the other cryptos just emerged. So these are all forms of digital payment cryptocurrencies that can be transformed back into fiat currency or the native fiat currency of that country. So think about that. The internet, then the birth of digital payments like with PayPal, and then the emergence of social media, and then the cryptocurrency era came in the 2009 to present. And then think about this, like all the banks now are in a hurry to get their digital assets tokenized. So you'll see the central bank digital currencies, they're in a hurry right now to be able to get their currencies digitized and tokenized. So think about that. They're happening now. Like in the next year, those banks like JP Morgan and all these places are going to have digitized banking systems. That way it's just easier and the fiat money is going to go away. And then think about this now, like the crypto exchanges. Like this is interesting because like no longer do you have like your what are those big stock exchanges that you can put money into and then trade stocks. Well, think about this. Like Robinhood now is one of these exchanges, but they also have cryptos in there. So now you can trade crypto. And the cool thing about this is these things are highly liquidable, so you can transfer your money from crypto back into fiat money and back into your bank. So you can see the digitization of the world that we're moving into. And then also you think about that the Rio Grande Valley is going to get more connected because internet services are going to reach more people next year. I think I saw an article yesterday, by 2045 the Rio Grande Valley's population is supposed to double. So it's 1.3 million. It's going to become 2.6 million in 2045. I think it will probably happen even sooner than that. And you think about that, like the infrastructure is already being built for that. Like look at the expressways. They're expanding them. They're getting ready for this influx of people coming in, and they're getting ready for the internet infrastructure, especially here in Hidalgo County, because these big companies are investing so much money in the internet connectivity of Hidalgo County and the Rio Grande Valley. So I can see that, yes, definitely in the next 10 years, more people are going to come to the Rio Grande Valley, more people are going to come into Texas, and they're going to find out that the Rio Grande Valley is a beautiful place, underpriced place to live in. And then they're going to start scooping up all the land, actual land and businesses here. So The opportunity is right for people that live here in the Rio Grande Valley specifically. So think about this. We are in the rise of a digital evolution. It's been happening since the 60s. The birth of the internet, 1960 to 1990. And then we got the rise of digital payments like PayPal that happened in 1990s to the early 2000s. And then the emergence of social media, which is in the 2000s. And social media is still very relevant. It's huge. And then the era of cryptocurrencies happened in 2009 to up to today. And now they're being seen as the legitimate asset, legitimate stuff that you can actually invest in. And most people will lose their money in the stock market anyways, but it's an alternative to the stock market to be able to grow in your wealth. And think about this, the central bank's digital currencies now, by next year, all these banks are in a hurry to digitize their tokens, to digitize their banks. And then the crypto exchanges like eToro, you're talking about the Coinbases, the Robinhoods, like these are all exchanges that you can hold money in, and you can buy stocks or you can hold it in cash and then withdraw into your actual bank account. So that serves as a type of bank account. So think about that, because I asked somebody a while back that if you can use stocks and stuff like this as a savings account or as another bank account, and he was like, no, but the showing, like, it's literally showing you that you can, because if you make the right investments, your money is going to go up, and then you can take it out and then change it back for fiat currency. So you see now that the world is in a hurry to connect as many people to the internet, because the concept of the global citizen is, as long as you have an internet connection and possibly a phone, you can access your wallet, you can access your money. And then it's crazy because you can travel anywhere with a passport. You have your wallet, and then you go change your money for whatever you want. Like this is the concept of the global citizen, and I find it fascinating because in our lifetime this is going to happen. Like in the next 10 years, it's so cool. So you got to really position yourself. Like if you're going into 2024 thinking that you're going to do the same things over and over and over again, and you haven't seen any progress going forward, well, now is probably the time to think about going into the digital world, because the digital world, you see that we're all transferring to it. It's quite the amazing thing to see, because yesterday I went to a high school in Alamo, and one of the guys was teaching the students how to trade in crypto, how to use the wallet in crypto, not trade, because you can't teach people how to trade. But the point is, what I'm saying is that you're starting to see these things pop up. And what's happening is that this is the world that our kids, our high school kids, our younger kids are going to grow up in. So they need to be able to have these financial tools to be able to use in the day, because one day banks are most likely going to go away, and you're going to have just your bank on your phone. Like even if you think about like Bitcoin, like you can take all your cryptocurrencies and put them onto a cold storage wallet, and now you are the bank. Like the concept of that, I don't think people really understand. Like that is powerful, because you now are your bank. And the only thing that sucks about that is that if you lose your bank card, you're screwed. But the cool thing also is that if you remember some seed phrases, and this is a little bit more advanced, but if you remember some phrases, you can always access your bank account. But that goes to the point of the global citizen, which is quite fascinating, because this is coming fast, and like in the next 2024, you're going to see rapid growth, specifically here in the Rio Grande Valley. And there's nothing other than like McAllen, because McAllen is geared specifically for business. So think about that. You have a business in McAllen, and you're about to have more internet access for a lot of people that are coming on board now, and more people are coming in from out of the valley into the valley. I mean, there's a huge opportunity that I think a lot of people are missing. So if you set yourself up now in the digital world to be able to get some of those eyeballs from the digital world, like you're going to do really well. So there's a hidden infrastructure going on right now that's underlining the banking system. And this is the cryptocurrency revolution. Like think about that, because now you can access so many different type of tokens, so many different type of cryptocurrencies, and you can trade them back into fiat, go back into your bank. So that's the concept that's going on right now. Eventually these banks might go away, they might not, because you got to think about too, like Are you trustworthy with your own money? No longer have to guess if you are doing it right, because these are indicators of success. I just want you all to know this going into 2024, because yeah, it's going to be tough. That's just how life is. Life will kick you in the ass and punch you in the face, and you still have to get up and do the things that you need to do, because nobody else is going to do it. I have come to the conclusion, and I talk about this with a few people, especially older people, and the older people are willing to be able to say, yes, you're right, or no, you're wrong, because they had more life experience, right? And I tell them this when I turn 40, is like, I figured out that you literally have to fight for your life every single day, because regardless of how you feel, regardless of your feelings, you're still gonna have to get up and do the things that you need to do regardless. Like it doesn't matter if you drank all night last night and you wake up hungover, you still have responsibilities, because your kids don't care. Like, you have these things that you need to do in this life to be able to get further ahead. So I'm just saying, in 2024, take life seriously, because life passes fast. Life goes way too fast, and the last thing you want to do is be behind like I was, and then you have to play catch up, and then during the whole process you look back and like, shit, I got more wrinkles, more white hair. So the sooner you can do it, the faster you can do it, the faster you can get your education and your skills, work on your skill sets. The faster you can do these things, the faster you can go out and start tracking your success. And the way you track success, there are indicators of success. I keep saying this because people don't know how to measure success. And one is through monetary gain. Two is through self-fulfillment. Three is through rewards and accolades and self-fulfillment. Like, these things, keep cognizant of it, because if you are faltering one day and you're like, well, am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? Am I going the right path? Follow those indicators of success, because if you are self-fulfilled, you're successful. If you're making more money, you're successful. If you're getting awards and accolades for your work, you're successful. Like, these are the things that you need to think about. That's all I got for today, guys. So remember the concept of the global citizen, because soon you're about to see that a lot of people are going to become global citizens, that they can travel anywhere in the world with